Today we're checking back in with Decentraland's Mana coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Mana go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome into the Mana chart, guys. If you'd like to buy Mana or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. And it's been quite some time since we checked out Mana, and the last time that was we were in a downtrend here, as I had previously displayed. That downtrend fortunately was broken, and it was broken on the 16th of March. We broke through at a price at that time of $2.46. Unfortunately, right now we're sitting below that point at $2.39, but we did get to a high on the 31st of March, and that high was at $2.84, but it is looking like that resistance point was broken through but could not hold out as a key point of support. So unfortunately, we have experienced a dip. Now, I'm going to just clean up this chart a bit. Obviously, our long-term downtrend was broken quite a while ago, and we've had this downtrend now broken as well. So I'm going to remove some of these lines and I suppose re-establish what's going on. Now, the first thing I'm really noticing off the bat is we are still on an incline overall, since basically we hit a low on the 22nd of January. We're still above that point. It's just looking like that incline we have been seeing is relatively subtle. So as I suppose put in place this line right here, what you'll notice is we've had a few bounces off this point, and it sort of only started from where we dipped down. It was a major, I suppose, breaking point for us in the past, but there hasn't been too much price action other than that on the 30th of October. So we hadn't really been able to establish this trend. But since that point in time, we've had a few bounces off this point over the past few months. So all in all, it is really looking like this could be our new sort of uptrending line, and it is relatively relaxed at this point. So all in all, let's see what happens with that. We've bounced just off it now, and it looks like, in my opinion, we'll be going back up to test these moving averages here, which oddly enough have all decided to just converge. Unfortunately, they have not converged in the best direction. The 20-day moving average and the 50-day moving average have now gone back below our 200-day moving average. So not good. But our 20-day moving average is now back above our 50-day moving average, which is certainly a positive. So in the short term, it's looking like we're going to have a bit of a reversal and a move up towards this key point of resistance over here at $2.67, I suppose. We're going to be moving up towards that direction moving forward, but there is all these moving averages which will act as major points of resistance. One of the reasons I think we saw such a large red candle on the 6th of April was obviously Bitcoin dropped, but because we fell through all three moving averages simultaneously, we saw a quite decent dip in price. I mean, the high of that day was $2.56, the low was $2.31, so comparatively compared to other days, it's been a decent dip as of the recent month or so. But we've managed to bounce, of course, off this uptrending line that has now established itself, which is the key positive here. I'm going to leave this line at 171 down there as well. That is a long-term major point of support. I'll just drag it out there so we can clearly see where it's sitting. But I don't think we're going to go near that point, of course, given we are now uptrending still, which is looking relatively strong at this point in time. Volume wise, you can see volume has still been decreasing since the peak. We've not really had any major spikes except for potentially over here on the 24th of February. Not much price action actually occurred. It was a bounce off this major point of support. So all in all, when you zoom in and you put it in perspective, we aren't seeing big dumps or big sell-offs. What we're seeing is just there happens to be more sellers than buyers. So nothing too sinister, people getting spooked, that sort of thing. Traders getting out because the technical factors have failed, and of course Bitcoin dropping as well. Let's have a quick look at a few more indicators. RSI first and foremost. The RSI dropped to a low on the 6th of April at 38.61. We're now currently sitting at a value of 42.23. So there's plenty of room to move off this bounce that we have just had, moving up towards, of course, this key point of resistance and our moving averages over there as well. MACD, let's have a quick look at this one. Now I think this will be a major one for us. It's going to probably be one of the larger factors that will contribute to what's going to happen. Now we have had the dip, so we entered the red period with the 12-day EMA crossing below the 26-day EMA. It is looking like, in my opinion, that this is going to flatten out pretty quickly and we'll see a cross back again, much like this occurring, and plenty of room for us to move towards that horizontal point of resistance over here at $2.67. All in all, it's looking like we've bounced, and my target is quite clearly to break through our key moving averages here and then move straight on to the $2.67 mark. That wraps up today's analysis on Decentraland Mana Coin, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video as well, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.